All right, on to Penrith and Manly last week, and surely nobody could have been prepared for that result. The Penrith kicking tactics and the power tackling of the Penrith forwards dominated the game, and it was a domination by 26 points to 4. Levy's kicking in general play was a constant threat to Manly, while the ferocious first-time tackling of the Panthers forwards killed any hopes Manly had. They bunched badly in attack and were penalised repeatedly for infringements of the 5-yard rule. Manly's form, I think, was fairly consistent with the displays they've frequently given in the past in treacherous conditions, and they did have a horrendous penalty count of 23-11 against them, and I dare say even the Kangaroos might have had trouble in winning a game with that sort of penalty count.
Yeah, we had similar counts to that overseas, but you don't really see that over here all that often.
No.
Yeah.
But you still won the matches, though, despite the penalty counts, Wayne.
Yeah, well then again, as I said, the opposition in some cases wasn't all that crash on.
Well, I tell you what, the penalty count had nothing to do with that lack of defence there, Rex.
Yes, quite. Nobody's making excuses. Nobody's making excuses at all. I indicate the bad defence from a replay of Platz's try. If you have a look at it, he goes through a halfback, Thompson, and a 5'8" Sigsworth. Now the next question is, where was a forward?
Exactly.
So it's all very well for a 16-stone forward to beat an 11-stone halfback and so forth. You expect that, but you expect also a 16-stone forward to be in front of a 16-stone forward, don't you? So that was a pretty bad performance. Now, as a result of that match, Max Krilich has made a reappearance in the Manly first grade side, not as captain, but as he was the successful captain of the Kangaroos, it's reasonable to conjecture whether, if he continues in first grade, whether he would be the Kangaroo skipper. Now, I asked Max this week about being dropped to reserve grade, and he had this to say.
Well, I'd say it was possibly the most disappointing aspect from my football career, yes, Rex.
Well, you kept your dignity throughout it. There weren't any outbursts in the press or in the media about what you were going to do and what you weren't going to do.
No, Rex, I kept a low profile on it. All I said that I was going to train very hard, play the best football that I could possibly do, and hopefully make first grade.
Is there any animosity between you and Ray Brown, the fellow that took your place?
No, not at all. Ray congratulated me for making first grade, as I did when he made first grade.
There were suggestions that you might have been out of favour with Bob Fulton. Would you say that that's the case?
Well, I don't think that was actually the case. It's the treatment was, at the beginning, whoever played in the grand final side last year had the first go at it, and Ray performed quite well, and he got the spot.
Right. The conjecture about the captaincy of the Australian team, which one of you gentlemen wants to go first?
As far as I'm concerned, Rex, whether he's playing reserve grade or first grade, it wouldn't surprise me in the least. It would please me if he was captain of the City side, the New South Wales side, and the Australian side of New Zealand.
Cool. I think his record entitles him at the grade tour of 1982. He's entitled to be the captain again. Exactly.
Well, having played under him, Rex, overseas, I firmly believe he's the best captain I've ever